Hi everyone! I'm going to preface this with I just recorded the first 18 minutes of this video and my Kindle told me it was full, which is my fault because I had the first 5 floss tubes I've made on that and hadn't deleted them. Anyway, my name is Katie and this is Katie's Stitching and this is floss tube number 7. It is a snowy and icy December 1st in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The Weather Channel is about a half a mile away in downtown. I live just adjacent to downtown in the south side of the city, and they are broadcasting live from Courthouse Square. My cousin in Ohio sent me a message and she said, you know, it's getting real when the Weather Channel's there. I was like, yeah. But I got home last night from seeing the orchestra at around 1 a.m. and I told myself I had to get up early enough to get to my office, which is a block away from where the Weather Channel is, to get there soon enough that I could get my laptop so that if I have to work from home tomorrow, which I'm sure I will, I'll be able to. We're expecting it's icing on and off all day today, so everything outside is encapsulated in ice, and then starting tonight, late, and then most of the day tomorrow, it's supposed to snow. So I can't imagine I'll be driving. The problem being, of course, that I need to take my sick cat to the vet at 2 o'clock. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there or if they're going to be open. The highways are at a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, and that often leads to like a state of emergency. So we'll see. Anyway, I got up this morning at like 10 to 7. I'm a morning person, so even though I'd only had 6 hours of sleep, I got up. And I was drinking my coffee and scrolling through the Insta and noticed that people kept posting pictures from Joann's, because they were having a giant floss sale. So I got my butt up and got dressed in leggings and this sweatshirt from Walmart that I love, and took myself to see my cat, go to the office, go to the grocery store, and then I was at Joann's at 9 o'clock when they opened. I was one of I wasn't the only one, there were a couple others. We got there at 9. And I made a stitching friend at Joann's. Her name's Colleen, and we were both picking out floss. And she makes beautiful things, and I'm hoping, I got her email address, so hopefully I can put together a little stitching group locally. That's been something I want to do. So I met a stitcher in the wild. She had never heard of floss tube, and I was kind of embarrassed to tell her that I make YouTube videos, but here I am. So I did tell her, and I told her that, you know, because she was saying it's really hard because there's no community locally, and, you know, I get all these magazines and stuff from the UK, but there's nothing here. And I was like, no, there is. So hopefully she finds floss tube and all the other great things that, you know, there is stitching in the US. It's just not as prevalent as it used to be. And she was probably in her, I don't know, 40-ish? I don't know. So, yay, stitching friend. Hi, Colleen, if you ever watch this. It was nice to meet you at Joann's today on the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So I went, and I have the receipt to prove it. Wait till you see this. It's like 4 feet long. They must hate me. I always feel bad when I'm buying floss because I know why they have to scan each individual skein, whatever, of floss, because they need to know how much they have and what they need to replace. But I bought a lot because I kitted up. You ready? Are you ready? I kitted up Lady of the Flag. Coco sent her to me when she got home to Texas for Thanksgiving. Thanks, darling. So she sent this to me, and it came on Friday. So I got this from her, and then she also got me, or gave, this I paid for, she found it. And I got it for a deal because girl is a shopper. If you ever need, like, if you have something that you're looking for, she will find it for you on the eBay. She sent me Christmas Elegance from 1994. And let me find a picture of her. Stop it. Isn't she beautiful? So there's no picture of the pattern, so I had never seen it, so I googled it, and I'm so excited. She's stunning. I'm excited. So I went to Joann's, and a girl I went to high school with actually works there, and we were good friends in middle school, and then we really drifted in high school. It's always kind of, you know, you go to Joann's and I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? And we kind of chat, and it's this awkward thing because she's checking me out, and we were friendly, but we're not anymore, and we graduated 15 years ago, and like, so I go up to the register with a cart full of floss, because what are there, like 500 colors in these Mirabilias? And I was like, can you put this stack in this bag and this stack in this bag? She must have thought I was crazy. So I think this is, hang on, let me see. There was purple in Christmas Elegance. This must be Christmas Elegance, I think. It's a lot. That's a whole handful. No, wait, maybe not. This is Christmas. I did this when I recorded this before. This is Christmas Elegance. Beautiful. And this is Lady of the Flag. So I don't have any of the beads yet. I will order them probably from 123 Stitch. And then, do you know if you can still get the fabric that has, what is the declaration on it? I'll have to look for that. Because I would like to do Lady of the Flag on that. I'm not going to start that for a while. I actually think I'm going to do Christmas Elegance first, because it's beautiful. It's really pretty, and maybe I'll have it done for next Christmas. But that's a post-January thought. And when she sent me the pattern, she sent me my first Christmas card. I have 4 boxes of Christmas cards. I'm going to send them this year. I usually send them. But how cute with a little puppy, gazpacho. I'm so glad that the common threaded stitcher was a thing, and I met Coco. She's become a really great stitching friend. I love sending her messages and bothering her. She's a doll. And then while I was at Joann's today, I guess we'll go through haul. I got the towels that you can stitch onto. I just made one, I'll show it to you in a little bit, with some babushka dolls on them, and a blogger sent me, it's called a marinated onion bowl. She's No Crumbs Left, and she's probably my favorite Instagram personality. She just came out with a book, and I have it, and she's really, 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 really a good, charming, wonderful person, and very giving, and she sent me this, and I wanted to give something back. So her tagline is "Let's Go," and I asked her what her favorite color is, and it's blue. So I got the blue towels, and I think I got dark Delph blue, and so I'm gonna write "Let's Go" on the towels and send them to her. She's in Chicago, and she's really great. So that's that. What else did I get? This I got last week, because I haven't filmed in a couple weeks, and they are the little maker at Joann's, you know, that you can get for like $1.50. So this is a little Christmas tree out of buttons. And there's obviously a bell. And then that's for my godson and his sister, and this is for my godson, little Santa. He's 4. He's 4. Yeah, he's 4. God, how could I not remember how old? Yeah, he's 4. I think. Oh God. He's not 5. I don't think he's 3, so he must be 4. And then this is for his older sister. They're little unicorns. She's in kindergarten. He turned 4 in July. She will turn 6 in February, and he will turn 5 in July. He's 4. His name is Kyle. His Chuchy Katie loves him, even if she can't remember how old he is. I'm bad at that. Anyway, that's for them for Christmas. And then also, in the vein of haul, I've talked about my friend Susie here, and she frequents library book sales. And she went to one in, I want to say Endicott, but I could be wrong, and she picked me up. She just, if she sees a cross-stitch book, she just gets it, which is fine, because I don't have any really, except for what she gets me, and I love books. So this is Exquisite Miniatures in Cross Stitch and Other Counted Thread Techniques, and it's by Brenda Keyes, and it was written, it's apparently from the UK, because that's the price that's on it. First published in the UK in '97. That's the cover, and it was definitely 25 cents. And it was discarded. Apparently they didn't like it. So there's a lot of like cute little charming things. Like here's a little peacock. So I think that'll be nice for quick gifts that I'm looking to make. And there's some techniques in here for different things. Look at this damask. I don't know how to say that. D-A-M-A-S-K. It's a mirror framed. I think that's really cute. So she got me that, and I was very, very excited and grateful. And then she got me Leisure Arts, so the stockings were hung. It's like a year or a day of vintage Christmas. This came out in, doesn't say, oh, 1998. And then every time I open the book, this is where I land. I love that. It says, "Then the angel said, 'Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which will be to all people.'" Luke 2:10. So that's actually one of my favorite parts of the Christmas story. So I'm excited to maybe make myself a stocking next year. I shouldn't make it for me, but I probably will. And then, so that's it for haul, I think, which it's plenty. Like, that's a lot. But guys, guess what? I finished all the ornaments. So we're going to have, let's call it an ornament train. Is that what we can call it? There's so many of them that I had to put them in this 31 box thing that I bought for no reason. So I actually have several FFOs today. The first one is, this is a tea towel with two little babushka dolls. This is from my friend Neshka. She gave me a gift that I don't actually have words to describe. I cried. It was wonderful. And I wanted to both give her a birthday present because her birthday's today, December 1st, and also a thank you. I had given, anyway, I'm sending this out when it stops snowing someday. And this is her. Orange is her favorite color. And this is me. I am rounder. And red and pinks are more my speed. So that was a gift for my friend Neshka. Thank you, Neshka, not that you watch this, for the wonderful gift you gave me. And now I will show you guys the 20 ornaments that I FFO'd and made for my grandmother. I do ornaments for her, if you haven't watched my older videos, every year. So like last year I did stained glass candles. We're Irish and you keep a candle in the window on Christmas Eve, and that was because when the Catholics weren't allowed to practice in Ireland, they put a candle in the window so that the priests who were hiding would come and give communion and bless the house for Christmas. So last year I did candles, excuse me, and then the several years prior I did knitted ornaments. I did stockings, little sweaters, hats one year, holly berries, shamrocks, all sorts of things. And this year was the cross stitch year. So this is, so some of them I did, it's a piece, I wrapped the cross stitch around a piece of cardboard and then I just hot glued everything together. So here's the one that I did like that. And then that's just felt that I got at Joann's on super clearance months ago. And then I did a lot of like these really tiny ones, and folding them over, it was too much. So what I did was I rotary cut them really straight, and it's Ada, and then I hot glued them onto the felt. And I actually like these ones better. And I'm hoping, I can't remember if my grandmother gives my boyfriend an ornament or not, but if she does, I hope he gets this one because he loves cars. There's Rudolph. And here's some bells. I did a lot of joy, because it's a joyful time of year. Ornament. Joy, shocker. These are also, I like letters, they're fun to do. Bigger Joy. Joy with Holly. And then these I actually backstitched today. I showed these either on Instagram or in a prior video. They were from a Just Cross Stitch, I don't remember what issue, but they didn't have backstitching and they got lost. So I took an hour today and just backstitched Santa and this little elfy Nomi guy who I love. And then I backstitched this bird today. And then here's a gingerbread lady. More Joy. This one probably shouldn't count, but it's a wooden ornament from Joann's that I just added the cross stitch to. It was like $2 on super clearance. Noel. I like this one a lot. Look at this little guy. Oh, isn't he charming? Oh, so cute. And then a little cat. This is a big one. I don't know who she's going to give this to. Maybe she'll keep it for us. This was the first one I did, and it was on linen. And it's right when I first started stitching, so it's not perfect, but hopefully somebody will love it. And then last but not least, the very big Joy. So these took, it's 5:30. They took many, many hours today. That was a big part of my day, was finishing the last 16. I had done 4 before conference. And then obviously I made the babushka dolls. I finished those this morning. And then the only other thing I worked on was my gingerbread village. I can't remember if I told you guys, this is from my boyfriend's mother. What I've decided to do is the first 4 houses this year. So what's left on this one is the wreath here and the roof. And then this will be done. And then I'll frame it. And then I'll do the next one. And then if there's room, hopefully the next set. And that'll be the next 2 Christmases. And this is actually going to be for his mom, really, but the entire family gift. So the goal is to either finish that tonight or tomorrow. And then pick this back up. This is the Pride and Prejudice from the Stitching Book Club. And I don't actually, can you make these into a pillow? Like, do you think I have enough of an edge here that I could sew it onto some backing and then just stuff it? Maybe. We'll have to see. Anyway, because there's not a ton, I don't know. I've done the first 2 clues, so it's just the 3rd one is left. So anyway, that's next. And then after that will be the Star Wars birth announcement. I'd love to get all that done by Christmas, but we'll see, you know, can't put any it's hard because, like, I want to stitch, but I get home at night and I'm tired. I don't know what it is. I just want to go to sleep. Sometimes I get into bed at 8 o'clock and I just sit there and I either read or I just sit there. It's kind of embarrassing. So this is all very exciting and I've made quite a mess. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee that I've been working on all day. Sorry, I know that's rude. I'm parched, probably from talking, and this is the 2nd time I've done this video. And who knows, like, if I've repeated myself or said something incorrectly. I probably have. I'm rude like that. Hang on one second, there we go. So I wanted to so last time I talked to you about Laura and I, CuraheeStitcher, we're doing a stitch along together, the Casey Christmas Village Sal. You remember? So I ordered one of these on Amazon. The irony is I ordered it and the package came empty, so I had to call Amazon and they had to send me another one. But I did get that one. We're good. Because I was like, I'm giving this away. Like, I need it. The poor girl was this lovely woman, and we ended up talking about Christmas, and she's from India. That's where she lives. And they apparently decorate for Christmas in September. Like, she's like, oh, we're ready. We take it very seriously. And I was like, well, you don't have Thanksgiving getting in the way. Anyway, I'm giving this away. And I decided to give it away over on my Instagram page, CuraheeStitching. And I picked the winner today. I had 13 comments. So I put it into random number generator. And that's the screenshot. So number 8. And then the 8th person was One Stitch at a Time 46. And I will send you an Instagram message today, One Stitch at a Time 46. I wonder, let's see if her name's on her Instagram page. Ruth. And Ruth is a mother, grandmother, avid cross stitcher for 30 plus years. And she said she's been looking to do them, so hopefully she will make them with Laura and I, which will be very exciting. I'm planning to start mine in the new year, after all the Christmas stitching is done for this year. And these are going to be for my friends, so I hope you don't mind seeing a lot of these. I can't wait. So anyway, Ruth, I will be reaching out to you. Congratulations. I hope you like it. It's kind of fun to like get to send someone happy mail, and I hope it makes you happy because it's going to make me happy to send it to you. So Thanksgiving was last week. I did all the cooking, which is why I didn't have a ton of stitching time. There was only 5 of us on Thanksgiving, but we had a wonderful day, and I have to say, I know this is like, guys, my Thanksgiving dinner this year, like, nothing was cold, nothing was overcooked, nothing burned, my gravy was really thick, like, it was perfect. I get my turkey from, I used to run a farmer's market, so I get it from one of the vendors there, and his turkeys are always beautiful. And it was just a nice day. I did not see my boyfriend. He's been sick, so he did not come down. But we went to Philadelphia yesterday, and we went to see the orchestra. And he surprised me. We're going to the Met on Wednesday, the Metropolitan Opera, to see, I can't say it. Hang on one second. I'll spell it. It's Akhenaten, Akhnaten. It's a Philip Glass opera. So we're going to see 3 shows as part of a package. So that show's Wednesday, but he surprised me. We're going to stay in Manhattan on Wednesday night and Thursday night, and we're going to actually see a Tchaikovsky show while we're there Thursday night at the Met Opera. Hang on, let me see what it is. It's I think it was a horror, not a horror, The Queen of Spades, which is by Tchaikovsky. I told my boyfriend when we first started dating that I like anything by Tchaikovsky, anything, he can do no wrong. So I'm excited to see that, and I think that the costuming will be very beautiful, and he's excited. He's kind of a bit of a geeky snob when it comes to opera singers, and I think it's quite charming. So anyway, we're going to be in New York for a couple days, so I'm going to bring my knitting with me because that travels better on the train. But he's really hard to shop for, and he doesn't like gifts, but I always get him something, even though he tells me not to. And ironically enough, this year I got him, I wish there wasn't a glare, this is the Sputnik ornament, and this matches the chandeliers at the Met. So it was really exciting that Saturday he gave me this wonderful trip, and then when we go, I'm going to give him this early. If you've ever watched live from the Met, or if you've been there, there's these beautiful chandeliers right when you walk in, but then in the actual opera hall, or hall, there's also chandeliers, these ones also, in there, and they lift up into the ceiling, and that's how you know when the production's gonna start. So I thought that was a nice surprise for him. So I have some great stitching plans, and some knitting plans, and some Christmas plans, and this is the extent of what I've done so far. 3 little houses from Target and a silver tinsel tree that I had in the attic. We don't decorate really early because we leave everything up until Epiphany in January. So decorating will start soon. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have a lot of stitching time, and I hope you're not stressed about Christmas or Christmas stitching, and I look forward to catching up. Probably not next week, probably the weekend after, because we'll be getting home from our trip on Sunday, so I won't have stitched in 5 days, so there won't be anything to tell you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing, and talk soon. Bye!